Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going over a few really cool topics. We're going over a conversation I had with someone who reached out to me about making $1 million in payouts from using our timeless Autotrader products. So we're going to go over that conversation today. And then I'm also just going to do a quick recap of the month of November so far with the MNQ 5000 tick chart, which is very good. So let's jump into it. Okay, first we'll do the little recap here. So on our MNQ 5000 tick chart that we've published the settings on the WAP, so everyone has access to these settings. And reminder too, if you want to get the Autotrader, there's links in the description. Okay. But again, settings here are all on the WAP. So, feel free to just go check that out if you're a member. And all the settings are listed there. But if we pull up the strategy performance report here, you'll see that for the month, $14,000 profit with a 3,800 drawdown. Now, this is with $500 of risk per trade. And the main thing is the drawdown here was all on one day, and that was NFP day. And there's something to learn, which I've been saying to the group for 3 years now, is I don't personally run algos on CPI day, NFP, or FOMC. I think the risk is not worth the reward, and I'd rather miss the profit than a lot of times I've had big losses. So now I don't trade those days, so I didn't trade that day, and it did lose about $3,500. And the next day it recouped it all back. So I didn't even catch the loss and made the win. So very, very good there. You can see all the ratios here. And then again, if we pull up the analysis here, you can see the upslope equity curve, and then NFP day was around here. So caused a bit of a loss, is what it is, right? Still super, super green on the month. And again, you can lower that risk per trade to make the drawdown lower. And overall, very, very good. So that's a little recap there. Now I want to jump into this conversation I had, and yeah, let's jump into it. So here on Discord, you can see my last message with this guy was on November 14th. He asked me to blur out all of his name just so, people don't start spam DMing him. Some of you probably know him in the group, but he's fairly quiet. So he reached out to me on November 18th. You can see there's no previous message, so there's no reason for me not to believe him, right? And I know for a fact he's gotten a lot of big payouts. So he's, maybe posted in the Discord. Okay. He says, assuming tomorrow is a green day, I'm $1,200 away from $1 million using timeless products. Started with the gasoline trader, went through some highs and lows with NQ, really took off with SBS, and dabbled with the trend, and iFVG is ridiculous. So gasoline trader was our first ever product, right? We released that a few years ago. It was our first product, traded gas and crude oil, and it was a cool product, right? And then he's also used our NQ trader, he's used our SBS Autotrader, he's used Trendbender, and he says iFVG is the best. So again, he says, not to say I haven't had some shitty days, multiple blown accounts, right? NinjaTrader errors, whatever, but you need to stick with it. That's what I tell people all the time, stick with it, learn how you like to use it. He has mastered how he likes to use it. Says, I was hoping today was going to be the big day, keep me posted. 1 million earned through timeless should happen this week. He started with gasoline trade around November of 2023, so 2 years ago, and $1 million, right? Asked me to block his name, right? I go, I said $1 million, like actually, or was he? I didn't know if he was joking or not. And I kind of joke, you definitely need to share what you're doing with me because that's better than I've done, right? And he goes over to say here, prop firms all the way, prop payouts, rinse and repeat. He uses every firm pretty much maxes them out. 20 Apex accounts, 5 Tradeify accounts, 5 TopStep accounts, right? You can copy trade these with copy traders. So, but 1 million payouts, taxes obviously suck. Then it goes down here, says his background is in a lot, I can't even pronounce that right now because I'm too tired, but a data scientist, really studied numbers. That's what you got to do, I think, is study the numbers and again, just find how you like to use it. Still blows accounts, right? Treat every weekend as a full-time job. So every weekend he makes adjustments to strategies, spends hours back testing every weekend, and finding what he wants to run. So he'll basically back test, you know, previous month to previous couple of weeks and see like, okay, that worked really good last week and it also worked good the rest of the month. Let me make a small tweak and I'm gonna use it for the next week, right? Maybe it's like changing the swing points from 7 to 6, right? Just something like that. Just small tweaks here and there. And then trading throughout the week, he says, should be all mindless, you know, don't even monitor it half the time. Yeah, he said, trust our products, great to use, great customer service, pays out. There was a little more of the conversation, but nothing too crazy from there. I'll make another video if he can send me a few more, like a few payouts or some details on those payouts, but very cool. I'm very, very blessed to have given the opportunity to you guys to do that. And yeah, $1 million in payouts is absolutely absurd, right? I haven't hit close to that. But the point is, it's there for you. You just have to put the work in. And obviously it's not cheap to use prop firm accounts and max out all these accounts, right? Like, you're going to spend money, but hopefully you can scale up. So if you get a $5,000 payout, you can reinvest that, and then you might start to scale up from there. And I mean, once you start scaling up on those prop firm accounts, you can really, you know, hit the bell curve kind of thing. So hopefully that's some motivation for you guys. Okay. I won't keep the video too long here. But yeah, grab the Autotrader's link in the description. Okay. And let's have a good week. Let's have a good week, guys. So thanks for watching, and I will see everyone later.